What is up, everybody? My name is Cap. You're watching a team deathmatch on the map Trimmer here. Nothing beast about this gameplay, but I did well enough I thought it'd be worth showing you. Anyway, last Friday I uploaded a video. It was the top 5 things I like about Call of Duty Ghosts, remaining positive. So today I'm going to do the top 5 things I dislike, or hate, I guess if you want to word it that way, about Call of Duty Ghosts. And, I want to hear from you guys. This is your chance to, rant and rave and do whatever you want to in the comment section, but leave your top 5 below. If you would, leave a like on the video. So these aren't going to be in any particular order. It's not like a countdown from 5 to 1 of the greatest and least hated or whatever like that. This is just 5 things I'm coming up with that kind of throw the game off for me. Now, this isn't a rant because I do like the game. I really do enjoy it. But of course, there's a few things here and there that I'm not a big fan of, and some of it's kind of obvious, the things that everybody dislikes. But, here we go. I'm going to start with map design. I do not like most of the maps in this game. Trimmer started to grow on me a little bit. I finally got a chance to really learn the layout of the map and kind of figure out how the players go about doing so. But for the most part, I don't like the maps. Not just the sheer size of them. I mean, you got maps like Siege and Stonehaven or whatever. They're just really long and lengthy or whatever. Take forever to get from A to B. But it's the verticality. There's so many different levels. And maps like Chasm and some of the others, there's just multiple levels they can be on. So trying to find people is absolutely a trial. It's way too challenging to try and find some people. They're way too big for 6 versus 6. And some of these are probably too big for 9 versus 9. And definitely some of the game modes. When you don't get a full lobby full of people, then it's even harder to play, and it just makes it a big challenge. And something else I don't really like about the maps is, I was going back and looking at some of the older maps from older Call of Duties, and the settings have always been kind of a war-torn town, a war-torn village, or something that you can tell is right in the middle of a big war, and you're just playing around the destruction. Starting with Modern Warfare 3, and then in this game, it seems like they went from having war-torn to completely destroyed. So instead of playing in a village that's in the middle of a war and there's damage done, all that other stuff, IED, yay, you're playing in a village that's been blown up by a bomb. So instead of playing in a parking garage that's been riddled with holes and, there's a war going on, now you're playing in a parking garage that's been blown to hell by a bomb. It seems like that's the design status for all the maps now, is just, we're going to play in rubble. And it makes it very hard to find people. It gives way too much area to hide in, and it makes for a lot of slow gameplay, basically. For number 2, kind of touched on that in the last one, and that's with the lobbies and the matchmaking. Now, I don't know for sure if it's this way on all the systems. I've had people say on PlayStation 3 it's not a problem, and the new consoles, obviously it's not an issue. But on Xbox 360, it seems like an act of Congress is required just to try and get a full 6v6. The other night we played for probably 2.5 hours, and I don't think we had a full lobby a single time, no matter what game mode it is. And if it doesn't fill it up from the very start, it won't fill it up at all. See this guy run over, and I see him die right there, so I'm going to back up and just wait for this guy to around the corner, because it's just kind of a smart tactic. It's why I'm kind of camping here, because I know he's there. But anyway, that's my next biggest complaint, is trying to get full lobbies. When you got these giant maps, players aren't moving very much, and you're playing 3 versus 3 cranked, well, it's really boring. We played the other night, and I think we played 3 versus 3 team deathmatch on Siege. We won after the time limit ended at 25 to 24, and that's how a lot of the matches go. And it's just really, really slow and boring when you don't get a full lobby. So I'm hoping that's something they can patch. Maybe when Xbox One comes out and the Azure network goes on and whatever, maybe we'll get some improved lobbies from that. But anyway, that's one of my biggest gripes right there. Third thing that I really dislike about Call of Duty Ghosts is the Assault Strike package, whatever. Right now, the Assault kill streaks in that game suck. They are just boring to use. I mean, the dog is okay. Yeah, it can get you a couple extra kills. SATCOM's always nice, of course, if you can find out where the players are. But the rest of them really do suck. I mean, if you're not a knifer and you don't like knifing, Maniac's kind of wasted. The Juggernaut suit, you move so slow that you really can't get anything done in these huge maps. The helicopter, I called 2 helicopters in one match on the Prison Break map, which is kind of an open, smaller map. I didn't get a single kill with either one of those. Same thing with the sentry gun. I think the thing shoots blinks because it's rare to actually get very many kills with them. So because of that, I've started using Specialist or support streaks and stuff, just because they actually feel like they do something for me here. These assault streaks, I don't know, they're just not very good in the game, I think. And I know they tried to make it more gun on gun, and you can argue this till the cows come home, but let's be realistic. People want to get that AC-130. They want to see some mass destruction. They want to see that their 9 or 11 or 12 kill streak actually earns them some kind of, extra hard punch to the other enemy team, not just another IED, not just a helicopter that's going to fly around and shoot at the trees. So, I'm not a big fan of the assault package. I wish they'd kind of tweak some of the stuff there and make it useful. It's just kind of pointless to run it right at the moment. The fourth thing is I don't like how they did objective gameplay. By limiting how you get points toward your kill streaks or point streaks, however you want to word it, they've made it so people don't want to play the objective, and that's horrible for objective game modes. Picking up tags and kill confirms don't count towards your kill streaks, so why pick them up? And that's exactly what you get. You play kill confirmed, you look out over the map, and there's tags littered everywhere. I see more games go to the time limit because nobody's picking up their tags. It just doesn't happen. Check out that double. Domination, nobody's jumping on the flags really because only the first person on it gets credit for it. And it's just really bad. They really need to tweak that, I think, because right at the moment, objective gameplay is slow. Nobody plays the objective like they're supposed to. So they need to tweak that so that you actually have some incentive. Now, I know winning should be the incentive or whatever, but you know how people actually play the game, and that's not always the case. Check out this C4 throw. Banzai! So anyway, that's the fourth point there. And the last point before the end of this video is the players. And I don't mean everybody there, but there are so many tactics in this game that can be really cheap, really cheesy, like throwing IEDs, using thermal scopes and hiding and playing like that. And that's just so many people playing like that. IEDs are a curse in this game. I hate those things. And you couple those with thermal scopes and hiding and camping out behind gas stations, and you end up having some really slow rounds. Now, that's not a developer fault. I mean, that's in the game to be used. It's just sad that there's so many players that use it to play like butt heads. So anyway, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one, and I will talk to you later.